Alright everyone, welcome back. When we last left off, these two were coming to an understanding. Let's see if we can figure out what to do next. We don't have any immediate, I don't know what we're doing. Let's just click Ritona. Nothing there. There it is. When I'm focusing on something, eating properly gets to be too much of a hassle. If you don't take care of yourself, you're going to collapse at clocks? That's not happening. Why not? Because I've never actually put any effort into cloaks. Whatever it is. You really know how to tick people off. Hey, don't get mad at me. And as always, all this glass work. Even more since the last time I was here, aren't there? Yeah, I still can't quite get the color that I'm looking for. Really? I think they're lovely. I suppose I'm just really finicky. Anyone who isn't very particular about it wouldn't notice the minute details. We just click floor again? This is floor Fahrenheit. Okay. What's with this monologuing out of nowhere? I've lost so many chances to go out now, you know? Are you complaining to me? After I go out of my way to help you? It's not complaining, I'm simply stating my dissatisfaction with the current situation. Yes, the term for that is complaining. If you want to go out, then just go out. But when you have everything you need right here, you lose all motivation to. Wait a minute, was she saying all of that just out loud? Yes, this is my friend who I know and who brings me stuff. Wait, what are you saying out loud? I don't see why you have to pin it on me. There's a rumor that I'm cooped up at home because I actually want to be. You knew? I didn't. I was just bluffing, but it looks like it really is true. Not that I mind. I'm not doing anything unethical here. Whatever people think of me has no effect on my lifestyle. That's not the problem here. Oh? What? Don't just shout like that. Totally slipped my mind. I have something else for you. Here. Okay, what? I'm assuming it's so obscene that it couldn't even be shown to us. Yay. What? Is this? A blanket, supposedly. This cannot possibly be a blanket. No comment. This is clearly some form of harassment. I suppose she means to say, if you can't even be bothered to come here, then you have no right to choose the design. If I actually slept with this thing, I probably wouldn't even wake up ever again. I can't deny the possibility. I'll return this tomorrow. That's for the best. Who knows if something actually did happen? Who would have thought that a mere blanket could have such a dark aura? This Melpot, truly a force to be reckoned with. Alright, that livened things up a little bit. I suppose I just keep clicking on Flora. Ugh. Yeah. Really though, what are you doing? For some reason, Flora seems restless and keeps glancing around and everything. There's some reason you look like you want to poke around my house. A little rude, I think. No, it's just... there's an impressive number of ornaments here is all. What do you plan to do with them? Dunno. Dunno? You barely even have space left to walk. Where are you going to find room to put anything else? True, there's so little space left that I'm starting to worry. Do you want anything? Might as well take one or two with you. Really? If you don't mind, then I'd love to. Take anything you want. Really? Anything? Yay, sweet! Anything you want apart from the wind chime. Do you really think I'd be so heartless as to take your wind chime? Yes. This will help clean the room up. Really though, those old man mannerisms really don't suit you. This again? I mean, really, I know that Sarias and Miss Laura have been a big influence on you. But it's weird, you know, considering your age and that you're a girl. Not how I was influenced, I just happened to pick it up. That's exactly what I meant. Besides, is there a valid reason for me to change how I speak? If I can get the point across, then what's the problem? I know how you feel, kid. I know how you feel. Well, that's true. What's the point in talking like everyone else? Okay, so I'm assuming we can well, I can't click. Oh, her inventory's open now. Blanket of Doom. Alright. You know, we're just gonna burn it. Also, I have a message from you from Miss Laura. Aren't you normally supposed to tell me about that first? Oh, it's fine. It's not like I forgot about it. So, what's this about Miss Laura? Lahora. However you pronounce that. I'm not sure what for, but she wants you to be at Cloaks tomorrow morning. Cloaks. Why is there a Q there? She had this really serious look on her face, okay? I wonder what she wants. I'm sure you have some idea. It's so roundabout to call me to the school. Hurry up and decide. Is that what she's getting at? Don't ask me. I'm just a messenger. Right. No point getting upset with you. So about that. I don't want to talk about it yet. Sorry. Well, I've done my job. Make sure you go, alright? It's none of my business if Miss Lahora blows her top. Were or not, I have no intention of snubbing her. By the way, how's Selphine? Is she doing alright? Wait, you haven't kept in touch? I've had a chance to go to the council lately. It's been maybe a month? She's well, though it's been a week since we last met up. You still accompany her during archery practice? Every now and then. If I watch it too much, she gets mad. Oh dear, she still can't land a shot. No, if we close the distance, she does get a few shots in, but... Well, just that compared to other girls her age, she can't seem to keep her concentration up. Ah, I see. She's on some kind of a controlled diet as well, if I remember correctly. Seems like the transfer is the problem. And if they don't start breaking in soon, they won't get to finish all the ceremonies by the time she hits 16. Okay, there's a slight explanation for that. If you haven't played any of the games, the royal family has to go several magical ceremonies in order to imbue them with the spirits and knowledge of their ancestors. So, it's a process that lasts, I think, between 12 and 16, when they just repeatedly just cram information into your skull. Pomegranate's off limits for the time being as well. She was so upset her face turned red like one too. Oh dear. It's a shame. Selphine has such a playful side too. And she loves to be active. Yeah, too bad her kingdom kind of blew up there, but hey. She wants to compete with the other kids in archery, but she just can't seem to improve. So she has to focus all her energy on the path down. It's quite the handicap. Well, either way, she'll be better than everyone soon enough. How come? Once the path down finishes, she'll have learned all of Queen Reagan's archery skills. That's kind of cheating, isn't it? And that's not the point. She wants to play with the others, compete with them as she is. What else can we do? The path down takes priority. Doesn't bother you at all, huh? Pay her a visit sometime. You're interested in being a guardian, right? Her mental care is also a part of that. What are you even? Oh, whoops. I better get going soon. Oh, going home now? Don't forget your glassware. Sure, I'll just call Adia over. Wait a minute. Adia? Why do you need to call Adia? You could just walk home from here. I need to drop by somewhere first. Did she not just come here on the way back home? Apparently not. You could take even more if you wanted to. Oh, this is fine. I love these two pieces. Judging from how you talked, I thought you'd grab a few more to take with you. Feel free to take the big ones, too. And what would I do with pieces that big? Decorate? Where exactly? The Cernhead estate's got more than enough space, doesn't it? No way, I'm not going to put random stuff in my room. Says the person who quite literally has 2 random things with her. Why not just join the weekly Bard Affair at the Central Season Tower? Your work has such a degree of polish to it, I'm sure it'll get a lot of attention. You kidding? Just imagine me in that wondrous festive atmosphere, calling out to everyone with a smile on my face as I hand out my classwork. Yep, it'll be a riot. I'd rather just throw these away. I'd rather just throw these away than subject myself to that. For once, I tripped over a sentence because the sentence is actually awkwardly worded. You know, if you want to be a glass artisan, you ought to work a bit more on your social skills. You're not going to get any work if you look so grumpy all the time. I'd rather be the kind of eccentric artisan for only those in the know. Living deep inside the forest with all the little kids calling me a witch. The legendary witch of glass. Doesn't that sound grand? Seems like you're already on the way there for a 14-year-old. Doubts that despised I knew so. Cutesy and cheerful isn't my thing. It makes me feel empty. Oh, fine. Anyway, see ya. Make sure you show up at that word tomorrow. I'm just gonna call it cloaks. Yeah, I know. I don't want Miss Laura getting mad at me again. Kidding aside, really, make sure you eat right. Cloaks does take up a lot of energy, even if you aren't taking it seriously. Yeah, I know. I swear. Flora and I go a long way back. I don't know how keen her eyes are. Her last glance, and the way she spoke all the way throughout today. Since when did we start having such awkward conversations? She didn't bring anything up. Perhaps she was being mindful, but I could tell. It's clear, after seeing the room full of glasswork, Flora's anxious. She's anxious that I might actually just become a glasswork artisan. I guess she would be, given her standing. I suppose this is the limit. It's pretty cold tonight. I guess I should put on another layer. See, my only thing is, if this was the first game of the series, this would actually be really, really emotionally gripping. Like, because it's something that you could kind of understand. She grew up her whole life wanting to follow in the footsteps of her grandfather. Her grandfather passed away in service of the king. She now is going through that kind of angsty teenage stage where, you know, she needs something to rebel against, and the state is as good as anything because there's really nothing, there's no other force in her life she can rebel against. So it has to be the state. So of course she's kind of, okay, maybe I can be something else and I don't have to go through with this guardian thing. The only problem is, we know she's going to go through with it. So I don't know where they're going to take it. Unless she really, now, maybe, let me, what do I, is there anything in the room I can click on? No. I suppose there is if she just legitimately just backs out of it entirely. Because it's not like it's a bad storyline, it's just that we know how it ends. I need to be up early tomorrow, so maybe I should sleep. Sleep? I think I'm forgetting something. Oh, right. Tomorrow I have to go to Cloak, so I need to call Adia. I am so not walking all the way over there. It's rather late, but I think it'll be fine as long as I call her right now. Link up to Comcraft, which is also a nice little interesting system here. There's a call for me tomorrow, which means I'll need to ask someone to pick me up. There's no way I'm walking to Cloaks in the morning. It's kind of late, but I suppose it's just barely acceptable. Oh, Festoto, Ritona. Hey, Adia. Pretty spirited this late at night. Yeah, sorry. Could you wait a moment? Yes, I have to take a call. I'll be done soon. Sorry about that. I'm outside right now. Oh, excuse me for the sudden call. Don't worry, please. You're more than welcome to call you're more than welcome to call anytime. Oh, Ritona, are you there? Oh, yeah, I'm here. Well then, what is the manner of your business tonight, madam? I need to get to Cloaks tomorrow. Alrighty then, I'll come and pick you up at the usual time tomorrow morning then. Yeah, sorry about this. Don't be. I'll be there tomorrow then. I do like that the fact that the world kind of like in Kittling's work, and I know I'm going to reference them a lot because this and this and An Octave Higher are kind of on the same wavelengths. Only theirs is a magical society in the 20th century, early 20th century. This is basically a magical society today. So I do like how they integrate technology here. The only thing I haven't seen yet is an actual tablet or computer. So, well, Adia seems to be enjoying herself. With her looks and her attitude, I'm sure she's got a boatload of friends. What is this feeling of melancholy? A thought crosses my mind. Adia is always in such a good mood, but is she really always like that? Now that bump the mic. I was doing so good too. Now that I think about it, I've never actually seen her angry. She's always smiling and cheerful, to the point where she seems like a character lifted straight out of the storybooks. To be blunt, she's such a good person, it's almost unreal. Maybe I've been cooped up inside for far too long. I'm getting cynical. The thought comes from nothing but being prejudiced. Wait, she's outside? At this time of night? Adia stays at a dormitory managed by the Fahrenheits, if memory serves me right. Don't they have a curfew? Huh. You know what? We're saving. I'm not using the number 1 slot. Wait, I can't. Yeah, the 2D art on the 3D background is a little bit better, but not by a whole lot. And that's going to be a thing. You can only trick the eye for so long. Because, I mean, just check it out. It looks better, the sprite art looks better from this distance. The minute you close in, at least for me, it gets fuzzy. And you really can notice, you know. I wonder if I should... Let me just see. Hey, what's up? Did I forget something? Nope. Oh, okay, what is it then? Then what is it? Sup? No, I just wanted to say hi, that's all. Okay. So you don't need anything? Well, I never said I did. Didn't mind if I term this. Something short for terminate. Rarely used when ending conversation with Comcraft. Okay. Yeah, we gotta work on our banter. So I can't leave the house to figure out what she's doing. That's a shame. But I can't ignore Flora for as long as I want. Let's go ahead and go to bed. Well then, time for bed. What was that sound? Was it my imagination? Pretty sure I heard something from the backyard. There's nothing, huh? The field. When did it get to be such a mess? Or is it just me? It could have been some wildlife wandering through. And it's getting even colder. Whatever. Somebody's watching us. Every now and then. For just a moment. Every now and then I forget. I forget that my grandfather died. His body was never found. At his funeral, they buried his belongings instead. So every now and then, a ridiculous thought crosses my mind. What if this was all some sick joke? If I could see that he was dead with my own eyes, would that help me accept this reality? When I doze off, the same thoughts float through my mind one after another. It's an unease that comes at night. It strikes me when I sleep, almost without fail. I dream that my grandfather is in the other room reading like he always does, even though it's only an illusion. I feel a sense of pure relief, only for it to be taken away once I wake up. I'm afraid to sleep. I'm afraid of having this dream again. I'm sure he's watching over you. That's what everyone around me keeps telling me. He hasn't gone anywhere. He's with you. He's watching over you. Everyone echoed this as they tried to comfort me. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's ridiculous. How can anyone believe in mere consolation like that? How naive do you have to be to believe in such ridiculous lies? I'd rather be crushed by grief and pity and let my body and mind wither away. No, I'd even rather die. I'd rather die than believe in such convenient words. But still, something inside me is desperately clinging to a possibility, even though it's clearly impossible. I'll laugh and play along, I suppose. Even if this is someone's cruel idea of a joke, I promise I won't be angry. I won't hate anyone for it, I promise. Maybe my grandfather is really just hiding somewhere, or being held captive somewhere. And if that's why he hasn't come back. No, even if that's not why. Even if this is all a malicious joke for the sake of hurting me, it's fine. Even if there isn't any reason at all, it's fine. So please give him back. Give him back. The only family I had. Give him back. Give. Wait, what? Again. Are we sleeping on the floor? What? My eyes are burning. What was I? Looking down at the table, there were wet splatters around where my face had been. It's still warm to the touch. I must have been dreaming. A never-ending dream that has haunted me from the day my grandfather never came home. Glass. Alright, credit where it's due. That was an effective scene. That's it. That's it? That can't be it. Wow, okay. That ended a lot sooner than I thought. I thought it was going to be a bit longer of a demo. I haven't even organized my thoughts or anything. Give me a second to kind of get over the shock. Well, I understand kind of if there was a point to kind of end the demo on, that was probably the best point to do it. It was the most emotional. It showed you kind of all of the different pieces of the game that will be coming with it. So it did what it had to do. And yeah, it did what it had to do basically. I'm interested to see where the story goes and where they take her. I like the fact, I mean, it's very archetypical of her type of character. It fits into that kind of silent, strong type cliche who's really just kind of emotionally beaten down. It makes a lot of sense with the story though, that's where she would be. Like I said, she's rebelling against, she's trying to find something to rebel against with the death of her grandfather. The state makes sense. I want to see where they take it, and clearly they're going to go into her relationship with Delphine and Flora and try and build on that. And the journey is predictable, but they're going to try and make it as interesting as possible. And just from that, I do get that sense, so I have a little bit of hope that they'll take that, because it's not like the games are all out terrible. They have good pieces of them, and they just never follow through. They never focus on one protagonist long enough to carry how you feel in point A to point B. So if they can carry how I'm feeling about Ritona and her situation right now, and carry that to how I feel at the end of the game, they've succeeded. The art looks decent. Like I said, the 2D characters against a 3D backdrop still kind of trips my brain every now and then. It's You zoom in, it gets fuzzy. It could just be me, but I really do think it's just the game, because when you zoom out, it's clear as a bell and it looks pretty good. The presentation, other than that, I do enjoy. I like its use of film stock and other animation. It has a great sense of just camera work, how to get dramatic angles on their 3D camera system for good effect in the action scene still. The opening was very kinetic, very spot on what it had to do in order to deliver. The music is great. This is probably their best, and this is the start of their best soundtrack. Let me put it like that. I love Fault Milestone's 1 soundtrack. Fault Milestone Side Above was alright, but Fault Milestone's 1 soundtrack was phenomenal, and this one is sounding pretty solid as well. So overall, I am cautiously optimistic about this demo, and hopefully nobody heard my phone there. I'm cautiously optimistic about the demo. Like I said, I've said it in tweets. I've said it, I think at the beginning of the series. This is one I want to be wrong about. I want this to be really, really good and just blow me out of the water and just shut me up with just how solid the story and everything around it is. But I mean, all the visual cues and the technical add-ons and the play and the in-game mechanics and all that is good. But at the end of the day, the story has to deliver, and that's what we're looking for in the full game. So if you are interested in Silence Dependent, you can get the demo on Steam, I believe. The link is in the description below. Yeah, and just check out all of our other content on Fault and Alice in Dissonance. Like I said, as soon as we get a solid release date, and we'll probably be getting one at Anime Expo this year, I'll do a video explaining where we got to at this point in the story so far, and just the history, because the history and the politics of this game are really interesting. They just never focus on it long enough for it to go anywhere. It's like 5 seconds of it, and then they cut off to antics. So anyway, if you have enjoyed the series, go ahead and give me a like, and I did not expect it to be finished quite that quickly, so I will be getting back to live stream and other special videos in the near future. Thank you very much for your support, guys. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.